This is my dog, Sunny. Can you say hi to the... That was awesome. She's awesome, and I got her from the rescue. Shout out to BIO Rescue, and go adopt a dog, guys. She's the biggest, most awesome blessing I've had this year. Hey guys, welcome back to my podcast. I know it's been a long time, but first things first, we're changing it back to the OG, VolleyBlogIT. If you know, you know, and shout out to the VolleyBlogIT fans from back in the day. Appreciate you guys, and thank you for sticking with me through all these years. Got a few topics on our hand today. We're going to talk about the conferences that happened previously, and then we're going to hop into what's coming next for me, for my team, and a lot of good stuff for you guys. So PVL just got done with doing a PVL on tour. There's usually 4 teams that travel to a city or province, and they play each other for that weekend, and then they just go through different teams each week. It was kind of a weird, long, short season, and I say that because we would play a couple games, and these are 2 game days in a row. Okay, first of all, travel is tough. We went to Vigan, and thank God we only went to Montalban, which is in Rizal, for the second one. But these travel days and having to play back-to-back is pretty tough on the body and also on the mental side as well. It's especially tough because you also have to think about, like, if you won the previous day, you have to try to keep that winning streak going. So there's just pressure all the time everywhere. I hadn't been to Vigan for a very long time. The last time I went was 2016 when I was with my parents. After winning a championship with Pocari Sweat, we decided to take a little road trip up north and just drive around, and it was really cool. I think Vigan is one of the coolest cities ever in the Philippines. It's very, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just the architecture is really cool. They have the horses on carriages, and it's like an old town feeling, but modernized for some reason. I don't know how to explain it. If you haven't been, highly suggest, and shout out to everyone from Vigan. So a lot of people have asked me, and I've been asked in interviews and online already before, on my thoughts about the coaching staff changes and all this stuff. And obviously people were shocked. You know, it's brand new change. The volleyball world was shocked. For this coaching staff, I think they're doing a great job of taking us in the direction that we want to go. We have a mission as a program, as a team. You know, we have pressure from the owners, management, and just all that stuff happening. This coaching staff is great for what we're trying to do, and we do appreciate the previous coaching staff that we had, but we're trying to make different changes here, and we're on the right track, even though our record doesn't really show that right now. And again, this isn't anything new. This isn't things I haven't said on TV in interviews before. So before anyone tries to say anything, like, it's nothing I wouldn't or haven't said to someone's face or someone who's asked me this question already. So going back to PVL on tour, again, it's a tough tournament. You have to try to win 2 games in a row, and then sometimes you get like a week and a half or maybe a 10-day break before you play another full weekend back-to-back where you just have to go. And it's kind of crazy because it's like high intense for 2 days, and then all of a sudden there's a lull. So mentally, physically, emotionally, like, you kind of just have to keep your body ready, keep your mind sharp, and you have to prepare for 2 teams in 1 week and then move on right away. Which brings us to having to play in the PVL Invitational tournament. And that's crazy. For the teams that made it to the top or had to play in this tournament, it's kind of wild because you just ended a season and now you're extending. So that's even more toll on your body. And mind you, there's some teams that didn't know they would be put in right away. I guess there was a team that dropped out that was supposed to be in the tournament, and then another team from the PVL had to step in. So having to make those quick adjustments right away, it's kind of wild because after you just ended your season, you're kind of like on vacay mode. You kind of get the news that, oh, just kidding, you got to play in the Invitational. So get ready to go again and get your mind and bodies right to go play in another quick, intense tournament. And shout out to the players and coaches for having to make that push through that tournament. In addition, like, we all are trying to prepare for the next tournament, which is the import conference. And that one raises the level in the gym automatically, and 2, you're going to have to be on point with everything the entire tournament if you want to make it to the championships. Now, I know you guys are going to ask, who's our import? And I'm going to tell you it's just kidding. Secret. I'm actually really excited for the import conference because it's just, again, it's going to raise the level in the gym. It's going to raise the level in the Philippines for a temporary time. And it's just awesome overall. You get to make new friends. You get to learn about different cultures. You get to teach the import about your culture. And if you have, mixed dialects on the team, you get to learn about different provinces and all that stuff. So it's really a cool experience as a professional athlete to be mixed into that. As an elite athlete, like, you get to travel to all these different places and meet different people. And it's really just something that you wouldn't experience if you weren't like good at your sport, or if you didn't just do what you do. And sometimes it's just, I have to stop myself and be like, wow, this is pretty awesome that I get paid to do what I love to do and try to inspire the next generation. So to me, it's super fun. And anyway, and speaking of competition, again, my team, we don't have the best volleyball record so far right now. Honestly, this has been my most losing season for the All Filipino conferences. Like, we won, one game out of the last 3 seasons, I think, or something like that. Either way, it's personally my most losing season ever. Even though I'm getting better at volleyball. So for me, I try to look at the trade-off there, and I try to, oh, hello. So for me, I just try to be grateful in the storms. And, I am a firm believer in Jesus, and that is the God I serve. And I really do have strong faith that I'll see a harvest in everything I've been working for, and everything my team has been working for. And, when we do our prayer circles every day before and after practice, before and after games, like, for me, I take it very seriously. I take my prayer life very seriously. And it's exciting knowing that God is going to provide. And it's exciting thinking about everything that He's brought me through already. And I can't be anything except grateful, because there are times that I've just been so depressed and anxious, and I've cried every day about it and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, like, Jesus is my rock. He's my foundation, and it's comforting and brings me a lot of calmness, being able to stay still in the storms, and not allowing my emotions to dictate, what choices I make. I also think part of the purpose and part of my calling from God is that I'm supposed to help lead people. And even like game commentators, interviewers, people always talk about, my experience as a veteran player, like, not just because I'm like older, but just because of like the experience I've had in winning championships, in my experience growing up and playing in the States from high school through college, and my international experience, my national team experience, all this stuff, right? So when people have put that kind of role for me on teams, I need to steward it well. And I believe that God gives me patience and strength every day to try to lead, and especially leading a team that hasn't been so successful in the All Filipino Conference. It's been pretty tough, honestly, but again, it's just the faith and the confidence in the work that I've put in to help elevate the gym already for my team. And I can definitely say that my team has gotten better, and I'm really excited about all the progress we've made. Again, I think this coaching staff has helped us just really work on the basics, and also talk about more game strategy. Like, we're all collectively starting to branch out more together. And I think that's what's going to make a program like this, who is kind of just at the bottom, just start to snowball in a forward motion and get some momentum going. And We also have, national team players coming back for this conference. We have Bella and we have Layla, who have been so awesome, and they've had an amazing stint in the Alas tournaments previously this year. It's exciting to have those pieces because we have the national team coaches, and then we also have 2 players who the coaches have already worked with. When you take high IQ volleyball and just insert pieces together, that's when you start to see results. And that's why I can't explain to you guys how excited I am just for this import conference to start. Whoever the import is, she's going to be inserted to help the team and not be the savior like Marina had to be when we played last import conference. And shout out to Marina Tashova, and congratulations, by the way, on the wedding and the baby. I'm so excited for you and Luis. So shout out to you guys. Anyway, the import should be inserted to help the team and to assist the team. And with all the pieces that we've had, we have Casey Galdonas, who just won a championship with Petrogras a couple conferences ago. And then we have Pia Abu, who just came from UAP. She's a great middle. We have good experience and different experiences. So everyone that's able to bring something to the table each and every day, it's going to be such a great conference for us, and I'm so excited about it. Can someone give me other adjectives because excited? Because I don't actually know. English is hard sometimes. English Sarah Halata. I do want to end this episode by trying to give some advice. Actually, I think I might start ending episodes with giving advice, either as a player, as a coach, or as a human, or as a Christian. I don't know. Whatever. Like, people have reached out to me and have thanked me for what I've shared online in terms of like mental health or inspiration for workouts, faith, all that stuff. So I'm just going to mix it up a bit. And I appreciate all of you who have given such awesome feedback on the things I share. The advice I want to give for today is for anyone who's been in a losing season, and by season, I'm talking about like it could be your volleyball season, but it also could just be in life, your life season that you're in right now. Just keep pushing. Just have faith in God and, build confidence in the things that you do every day. Build confidence in the greatness that you put out every day. And even if you're struggling right now, just know that it's going to be okay. There's, a problem that is just about this small that might look gigantic, but like if you just give yourself and the problem some space, you're going to see that the problem, it just shrinks. It becomes smaller. So it's nothing that you can't get through. It's nothing that you probably haven't been through before. And for me, if I were talking to myself right now as someone who's fighting a season of physically losing in games as a team, like, it's going to be okay. There's no problem when you're losing and giving your all, because when you continue to give your all each and every single day, each and every single practice, each and every single game, it's just going to build that confidence that even when you're losing, you're still doing your 100%, and that's all you can control. You hear that, Iris? It's going to be okay. Just continue to have patience. I know it's hard when you're not getting what you want in the moment, but that's where patience and grace and your faith comes in. It's a long piece of advice. That's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all your love and support on my channel, my social medias, and shout out to the Capital One volleyball fans, and shout out to my volleyball fans. Thank you guys. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.